Okay, peace to the Messiahs. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. How y'all feeling tonight? Hopefully it's a good night for everyone. Everybody has been having a good time with your family and whatnot. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you. Hopefully this broadcast is going well. If you can hear me loud and clear, say I can hear you. Let me put that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me? Yes or no? Shout out to everybody in the Facebook. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube. Peace. Shout out to everybody. I'm feeling really good tonight. I got a chance to spend some quality time with my sons and just enjoy the moment for whatnot. Okay. Today's date so happens to be 5. We're going to get back to business. This is about becoming a new version of yourself. Alright, so today's date so happens to be 5/19/25 in the codex. 5/19/25. What's up? Thank you to everybody that supports the movement. Peace. Alright, so today's 5/19 in the codex. 5/19/25 in the codex. Alright, and we're coming up to a new cycle, whatnot, when the numbers in the Gregorian calendar are going to start over or whatnot, where everyone will be starting from the first beat, and that will be January 1st. Okay, I want to get everyone preparated for the event that we got coming, which is the 90-day water cleanse. Alright, the 90-day water cleanse is coming up February 1st of 2022. Allow me to share the video just for one moment, and I'll talk about the energies of today, which is 5/19/25. I will also talk about just coming into the new year and the new version of yourself, what to expect, and just how to go to war with certain forces that are at bay against you or whatnot, certain challenges. Pardon me, I'm sharing this video. I know it's kind of late, but you know, I move with the spirit. I'm just telling y'all, I move with the spirit. And if the spirit tells me or moves me towards coming on and broadcasting, then that's what I'll do. Alright? Sometimes I don't even feel like broadcasting, but the spirit actually moves me towards sharing the message with the family. Alright? So I would like to say thank you to everybody that supports. I really appreciate it. We have much to accomplish. Alright, much to do. Thank you for everybody. So today's mathematics or whatnot, today's mathematics, if you want to break down the mathematics, alright, and you coming from the Gregorian calendar, whatnot, if we're coming from the Gregorian calendar, we'll concentrate on the numbers 12 and 25. Okay? Now, I've been breaking down a lot of things in reference to the festivals that go on this time of year. Just know that during the springtime, people plant. During the summertime, people work. And during the fall and the wintertime, people harvest. Alright? So it's various different customs and festivals that are commemorated based upon the mental and spiritual state of the world in the northern hemisphere. All right? So, I don't really argue with people. I really don't argue with people about truth and religion and stuff like that. I just really connect with how the psychology of people's mind and how they move. Shout out to brother Corey in the building. I see you. I thank you. Peace and blessings. Thank you for coming in, family. I really appreciate all the Facebook family, all the YouTube family. All right. So let me share something with you, brother Corey. All right. We live in a new age of what we call information. All right. Information. Now, when I say information, I'm talking about order in reference to us being in God's army. Thank you. Happy holidays to you, sister. Yeah, happy holidays to you and the family, sister Milana. Peace. All right. But check this out, bro. We live in a new age of what we call information. All right. So that information means order. And it's various different orders and classes of orders that people will fall under in this new age. All right. This new age is also called Aquarius too, bro. All right. Now, we have come out of an age of what they call Pisces. All right. Now, Pisces was symbolic of room 112, or all the numbers that flow between 1 and 12. All right. And this is also symbolic of when you go into the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 1, when it talks about the woman with the stars or the crown upon her head, the 12 stars. This is in reference to the zodiac and how it connects up. All right. So that is also symbolic of the woman being the 121 or the 1221 or love and unity. All right. Or the universal principle of love. The universal principle of love, because U so happens to be the 21st letter of the alphabet and L so happens to be the 12th letter of the alphabet. All right. So that's just sharing supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. What's up? You in here? State your name, put it in the comment section, and share the video. All right. What's up? Peace to the movement. Peace to the family. Thank you for everybody coming in. Coom. Shout Sister Jamila. All the all-stars. Thank you. I love y'all. I want to share a couple thoughts with y'all. I want to say happy holidays. Happy whatever y'all had going on. I want to say happiness to you, and it's no hateration on my part. All right. But I share information with everyone to take everyone to the next level if you are willing and ready to go there. All right. We are messiahs. We represent a movement called the body of the Messiah, or the Messiah Code, spiritual conscious evolution for future technology. I want you to get that straight. That's the name of this movement. Spiritual conscious evolution for future technology, with the heading being that of the Messiah. Code. Codex. Codex being that of a tree, the trunk of a tree, or the roots of the tree from which we strive to go towards. The root. That's where we travel. The root. The root all the way home. All right. So just sharing a little inspiration thoughts about what I represent and the band of people that call themselves messiahs represent as well. All right. So moving forward, like I was saying, brother Corey, yo, look, listen, we live in a new age called information. We came out of Pisces. We came into the new age called Aquarius. We call it information. I'm gonna tell you another name that we call it. All right. We actually call this age Ta Noon as well. Ta Noon. Hear me out. You might say, Brother Lamel, why do we call this age Ta Noon? All right. I'm gonna explain it. Because Ta is actually a manifestation of two spirit forces becoming the third. All right. the mother and the father, and then the son. Okay? Hear me out. Shout out to Sister Rose. Thank you. Okay? So now, both the mother and the father are named Ta. And the son and the daughter, or the daughter, the feminine and masculine principle, is called Noon or Nunette, or however you want to reflect on it. Okay? So, hear me out. So, Ta is known as Taurus. Ptah is an ancient deity of ours, but is an actual spiritual manifestation. It means the opener, to open, to speak things into existence through the will of the articulation of speech. That is Ta. Okay? Also, Ta is known for wearing the kufi. If you go and look at the pictures, Brother Corey, of Ta, I know you saw this before, and I don't want to bring this up. If you want me to bring this up, you'll see Ta wearing a kufi. Now you say, well, why was Ta wearing a kufi? Because the kufi actually represented the crown chakra, or it represented the breast nipple of the woman being breastfed by the universe. All right, mentally. And where we got the milk from, Brother Corey, was the celestial cow, who they called Hathor, okay, which also represents the 26,000 years of procession from which we dwell in this universe. Which is just a wobble. That's all procession means. It just means a wobble. How our planet wobbles throughout the zodiac. All right. So moving forward, when I say Ta, I'm talking about Ptah, bro. And then when I say Ptah, I'm also talking about Ptahwaret. Now you might say, what do you mean by Ptahwaret? So you got Ptahwaret would represent the hippopotamus. All right. The hippopotamus would be in the middle of your zodiac. If you go into the zodiac signs and you go into the Dendora temple, all right, go into the Dendora temple, you'll see in the middle of the 12 zodiac signs, you'll see a hippopotamus. And somebody say, well, why is the hippopotamus at the center of the zodiac? Well, it's the same reason why the hips are involved in the center of creation. The hips, whether they be the male hips or the female hips, they are involved in the center of creation. So thus you got the hippopotamus phonetically. All right. But you know the hippopotamus is a aquatic creature as well. All right. But that's also symbolic of Scorpio. Okay. That would be Ptahwaret. Instead of the hippopotamus, it would be symbolic of the Scorpio, or not the scorpion. Instead of the Scorpio, I want y'all to replace the Scorpio with the hippopotamus. Now, the same way that the Scorpio, the most vulnerable spot in the Scorpio is the belly. All right, that's what's up. Well, you in tune with the energy right now. That's what I'm talking about, bro. So, Scorpio represents the belly, all right, the hippopotamus, which stands at the center of the zodiac. And if you look at Scorpio, Ophiuchus, and Sagittarius, they sit at the center of the zodiac. Am I right? So they represent the belly, or they represent the hippopotamus, or it was really connected to Scorpio, not the other signs. Essentially, it's Scorpio. Ophiuchus would be the serpent catcher. And then you got Sagittarius, which would be the archer. All right. So, but moving forward, you know, the Scorpio represented the hippopotamus, and at the other side of the hippopotamus was Ptah, or who you call the one who spoke things into existence. Shout out to Sister Patricia. I see you. I see you in the YouTube. Thank you, everybody in the YouTube, everybody in the Facebook. All right. Hear me out. So you got Ptah, and then you got Tawaret on the other side. Okay. One representing speaking things into existence, and then the other one being representing the being impregnated by the word. Because when you look at the hippopotamus, it looks like a pregnant woman. And if, am I right? Yo, check this out. When you look at the hippopotamus, it looks like a pregnant woman, a woman that's impregnated. But what is she impregnated by? She's impregnated by patah, which is the spoken word. Y'all get that? So this is where you get your Jesus story from. This is one of the ways you got the Jesus story. All right? I'm not saying this in particular because it's many versions of your Jesus story. All right? But there is a version where this word that was of God came manifested into the flesh. And that manifestation became your Messiah here on this earth, here on this planet. Okay? So I'm breaking down these mathematics. Shout out to everybody coming in. And I'm breaking down the spirit and the spirit of these times. The Jesus story, let me tell y'all some real stuff for everybody coming in. The Jesus story is really a celestial conversation. It's many ways that they talk about the Messiah, because the Messiah has come through many different times and many different races, many different creeds and cultures. The Messiah in general. All right? But it essentially goes back to a celestial conversation, how I just broke it down. Because Ptah impregnates Ptahwaret with the word of manifestation. And she gives birth to that word. She gives birth to that word. Okay? And thus we came into the age of what we call Ta-Nun. And why would you say Nun? Because Nun is actually the child of Ptahwaret and also what you would call Ptah. Now you will say, how is this, Lamel? And symbolically, Islam. Shout out to Ross Olmec in the building. I see you in here, Ross. Symbolically, because it's the word being impregnates the mind, which becomes impregnated or conceives the truth and gives birth to that truth here on this planet. Shout out to our president, Sister Jasmine Thompson, Shamel, she who embodies the spirit of melanin. Kum, salutations to all the primes coming in the building. All right, so this is the next level of information. I just want to let y'all know, for all y'all, for everybody coming in here, this ain't no joke, man. This is the Messiah code, man. Like, for all the roads that you travel, they lead here. You might say, well, why is that? Well, if you got the 131 memorandum, which you should have, everybody's book starts off, shout out, salutations to the primes. You already know. Salutations, peace to everybody coming in. State your name. If you coming in the building for the first time, state your name, put it in the building. Whoever you are, Kum, salutations, you know who you are. Peace to all the Messiahs. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, or hit us with an email. We got you with a book. All right? So if you ever read in the codex, right, the memorandum, the 131 memorandum, it says this. What? It says the Messiah Code, which is El Masih Ramza. It is an archive of information that is, has been, and will be moving throughout the mainframe for an eternity of what we call time and space. You hear that? All right? So no matter what, I'm telling you, all the roads come to the body of the Messiah. Why you think he said, man, he said everyone has to go through me, in a sense, when the Messiah was talking about that. He wasn't talking about in reference to his doctrine or indoctrinating anyone. He was talking about us becoming one body of thought. And through that road, we become the body of the Messiah, or the Messiah itself. So yes, it's the Messiah Code, or El Masih Ramza, is an archive of information. Yeah, you said Akashic records. It can It can be compared to the Akashic records. Now, the Messiah Code is another name for the Akasha records. It has been called many names. All right, that's why it says it's an archive of information that is, has been, and will be moving throughout the mainframe for an eternity of what we call time and space. And then as you go into the second verse, it says the greater consciousness of thought, the hard drive of what? Self-awareness. How can I explain what the codex is? Because truly, it's really like, that's the same thing what they talked about in the Matrix when they went to free people from the Matrix. They said they can't explain it. You got to see it for yourself to know what it is. And as you go into the third verse, it says that the Messiah Code, it says it's a combination of all matter and antimatter. In actuality, you can consider it a combination of all things, right? We call this the network, the tone of the universe. Everything is connected. Everything is connected in some way. I need y'all to know that, and we call this the network. Okay, that's one of the things that we say, in reference to the codex. It's no more, look, quote me on this. It's no more Islam. It's no more Christianity. It's no more Buddhism. It's no more, what you want to make up something. It's no more none of that. The only thing it is the network. I need you to understand that. That is the only ticket that you can get on the train with. If you know that this is just the network, it's all a part of the network. Now, what is a network? Somebody tell me what a network is. Put it in the comment section. Brother, yo, put it, what is a network? You said that divine, what is a network? Somebody put what is a network in the comment section. I don't want to Google it right now. From your own perception, put in the comment section, what is a network? I want to know. From your own perception, what is a network? Now, listen. They got something else coming out called the metaverse. Now, the metaverse, they said, is going to compete with the internet. They said that the metaverse is going to compete with the internet. So my question is, I'm asking everyone here, what is a network? What is a network? You said a group or system of interconnected people or things. Great answer. What is a network? Somebody else got to answer. A group of interconnected people or systems. Okay. I see people going Google crazy. People going Google mania on me. All right. Look at this. Now, let me put it this way. What is a node? Does anybody know what a node is? Let me put this in the comment section. A node. Do you know what a node is? First, if you know what a network is, you should know what a node is. Do you know what a node is? Let's put that in the comment section. We can look that up for y'all. But a network, let me share some thoughts with y'all. If you in the building, share the video. If you in here, put something in the comment section. What's up? But a network is a way for nodes to communicate with each other and to share resources. Isn't that deep? Now, what is a node? What is a node, yo? I'll put that in the comment section. All right. So I want y'all to think about it like this. I want y'all to think about it like this, right? They got the metaverse coming out. And the metaverse is going to compete with the internet. And the internet is just a network. All right? And I broke this down. I first brought this to y'all, to your attention, and said that it's no more religion. It's no more whatever. It's no more Buddhism. It's no more Christianity. It's no more this, that, and this. It's only the network. And that should have dawned on your mind and should have said, well, damn, well, what is a network? If it's no more religion, then it's only the network. Well, how is that applied in this new age of what we call information? Hear me out. You said a point in which lines or pathways intersect. Thank you. All right. A part of a plant stem from which one or more leaves merge. Why didn't you put that in the comment section? That's a meaning for it as well. A node. A node is known also as what? A part of a plant stem. Am I right? A node is also a part of a plant stem from which one or more leaves thrive. Sounds familiar, right? It sounds familiar from what's going on. Now, when I say, okay, from one or more leaves thrive, we talk about the family tree, right? And I started this off about the roots, how we connect with the roots. Because the codex actually means the trunk of a tree. Also, it connects up with the roots as well of the tree. That's what codex implies. All right. So I broke this down and I brought this to your attention and said this. Look at this. It's no more religion. It's only the network. So if it's a network, it's a way for different nodes to share and communicate with one another, and also share resources. You get that? So therefore, it's no more debates. It's no more trying to find out what is true and what is not in religion, because you should gravitate towards the maxims of that reality, which equal truth. I'm dead serious, because you can find so many truths in many things. All right, in many things. You can learn something from a bum. I'm not even gonna lie to you on that one. You can learn something from a homeless man on the street. You can learn something from that person if you wise. All right. But moving forward, all right, I'm going to take y'all somewhere. We in the new age of what we call information. We don't have any zodiac signs any longer. You don't. Sorry. The zodiac signs is an old regime of things. You only really have positive and negative charges. Hear me out. All right? Positive and negative charges. Now, if we reflect on the old regime, I'm going to tell you this. Each zodiac sign actually represents something else. For instance, like the Aries. The Aries represents the conception. The conception. All right, of the baby. That's what the Aries represent. The ram's head. The ram's head, which represents the conception of the baby. That's what the Aries represent. All right. Then you got the Taurus. The Pataris. Pataris represents Rastafarian, or the horns of a Taurus is actually the locks of a Rasta man. Or a Rasta woman. It doesn't represent the horns of a bull. It actually represents the horns of a Rasta man or a Rasta woman, which are the locks. All right. Then you got the Gemini represent the two hemispheres of the brain, which is Sagine and Ilion. All right. And then you got the Cancer that comes after Gemini, which represents this, the turtle. Okay, and then after the Cancer, you got the Sphinx, which y'all call the lion. All right, which actually has four natures, which is the lion, the bird, the man, and the lamb. It actually has four natures and not just one nature as a lion. All right, it's actually the Sphinx, which is the which y'all call the Leo, and then you got the Virgo, which actually represents the Virginia. The Virgo represents the Virginia. All right, and then from there you got the what you call the Libra, which actually represents the calculator. You would call it the scales, but it's actually the first machine of the zodiac. It would be the Terminator of sort of the zodiac, the only machine of the zodiac. All the rest of them are animals and different things that represent people and thoughts and different other things, all right, that assimilate to another type of reality. But what you would classify the Libra, you would classify the Libra as the first machine of the zodiac, or also known as the calculator. Okay, and then you got after Libra you got Scorpio. All right, and Scorpio, like I said, we broke that down. Scorpio represents the hippopotamus. Okay, and then from the Scorpio you got Ophiuchus, which represents the serpent catcher. That would be the serpent catcher, Ophiuchus. All right, and then you would have Sagittarius. Ophiuchus would be your hidden zodiac, and then you would have Sagittarius, which represents the archer. It doesn't represent what you consider to be a centaur. It doesn't represent that. It represents the archer. Now, the archer would be an above nature of the wind or air, which represents the thoughts of the Sagittarius, which is contemplative thought. That's why the Sagittarius is pulling back the bow, because that would represent the contemplative thought, which represents air. And then you got the body, which touches the ground. Y'all would consider that to be the animalistic nature of Sagittarius, which is their human nature, which is their lower nature. But their thoughts is their higher nature. That's why the Sagittarius represents the bow, because the bow or the rainbow or the bow that's on your neck represents the thoughts that manifested, that your contemplative thoughts. That's what a Sagittarius is, truly. The archer. It's not a centaur. All right. Then moving forward from the Sagittarius, you got the Capricorn, who y'all call the Griffin. Okay. Now the Griffin is another version of the Sphinx. If you would think of the lion being the Sphinx, think about how I broke the Sphinx down, the lion, right? I said it has four natures. Now, what you call the Griffin or the Capricorn has four natures, as well as the Leo has four natures. Okay, both of them have 8 natures together. All right, but the check the move. I'm a bust it down, because the Leo is the Sphinx, right? And then you got the Leo has the paws of the lamb, and then you have the body of a lion, and then you would have the face of a man, and then the Leo, actually the Sphinx used to have wings. All right, so thus you would have the ascended bird, the bird that ascends like a dove. All right, and then you got the Son of Man, and then you got the Lion of Judah, and then you got the Lamb. So thus representing the 4 spirits of the Messiah as well. And then you got the Capricorn, which is the same way, except for the Capricorn doesn't have the paws of a lamb. The Capricorn has the paws of a lion. It has the paws of a lion. It has the body of a lamb. It has the wings of a dove, and it has the face of a man. Go check it out. Go check it out. You'll see various different images of that, and that's connected, and now you know the mystery of such. All right, but moving forward from the Capricorn, you got Aquarius. Now, again, I broke it down what Aquarius is. Aquarius is Tanun. All right, Tanun is or what we consider to be the Messiah, the manifested Messiah. All right, because Tanun is the son and the daughter, the son and the daughter of Ta, Ptah, and also Taweret. All right, and I told you, I broke down those two signs, how they're connected. Now they are a part of the grand crucifixion. All right, going back to Pisces, if y'all want to know, for all the Pisces in here, the Pisces actually represent the 2 feet. The Pisces don't represent the 2 fish, they actually represent the 2 feet. All right, so yeah, moving forward about how Tanun being the son or the daughter and representing the manifested Messiah in these days and times. Noon is the sacred palindrome name. Think about this. The Messiah said, yo, an evil and adulterous nation seeketh after a sign, but no sign shall be shown except for the sign of the prophet Jonah. Now you say, who is the sign of the prophet Jonah? The prophet Jonah is the sign of the fish. Now, Noon is also a name for what? The fish. Because if you go to the well, what is the name for whale? Whale is the word Noon, also meaning fish. Also, if you go into Moses, who was his successor? His successor was Yeshua, also known as the Messiah. And who was the father of the Messiah? Noon. His father was known as Noon, in the same likeness. All right. So this fish symbol is also the symbol of the 131, and that's the symbol that we throw up all the time. All right. This is also a handshake of the Messiah. If you are ever close to the Messiah will actually shake your hand like this, and also has passed along this handshake from generation through generation and through sacred houses. The handshake of the Messiah. All right, who you call the lion's paw, or also this is the sacred grip of the whale. All right, to pull you out of the whale. You hear me? Because you were in the whale, the belly of the whale, and when you get this handshake, which they call the lion's paw, you actually get pulled out of the belly of the whale, and this is also known as the 131. 1, 3, and 1. All right? Everything that I show you will be transmitted not only through thought, action, it will also be transmitted through various different things in history. History has been talking to you the whole time. When you go look through the timeline, you're going to find 131 everywhere. And 131, whether you know it or not, and I'll put that in the comment section, that so happens to be the sacred name. 131 is also the sacred name. 131 is the sacred name. And what is the sacred name, y'all? You tell me the sacred name without the vowels. Because you can insert any vowel you want. It's a palindrome name. You get it. The secret name, which y'all all are accustomed to, is what? Lamel. That is the secret, and that is the real name of the Messiah. That is the real name of the Messiah. All right? 131. All the numbers that flow between 1 and 31. 1, 3, 1. I'll show you this all throughout your books. Go into Luke. Let me see. Let me show you this real quick. I'm going to show you Luke chapter 1 verse 31. All right? I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Y'all can see my screen. Can y'all see my screen? Bit out. It says this. I don't know if it's too big. I got to make it bigger. But in Luke verse 131, it says this. Hold up. I'm going to try and make this bigger for y'all. Oh, excuse me. I'll make this bigger See if I can make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to show y'all something. Let me show you something real quick. It says this. If you can read this, all right, we're going to read it. It says this. Luke chapter 1 verse 31. And you will conceive and give birth to what? A son. And you will call him by the name of what? Messiah. Or what they call Yeshua. It's not Jesus. All right. Moving forward. That's 1 verse 31. And thou shalt conceive and give birth to a child. And he will be called Messiah. A son. But when they talk about the son, don't get it twisted. I'm going to keep it real. They can be talking about the S-O-N or the S-U-N. Now, when they talk about the S-O-N, they talk about the Sisters of the North. The Sisters of the Northern Polarity. Because, let me break this one down to you. The Messiah, the female Messiah, is also known as Cassiopeia. Or, go look this up. She is the wife of the Phoenix. You know who the Phoenix is. The Messiah. She's the lady of the throne. Alright? The Ethiopian queen of the throne, should I say. Alright? She came from Cush to seek Solomon. Alright? This is also known as Cassiopeia. Alright? Now, think about this. When she went to go north to seek Solomon, she really went to the higher portion of herself. When she traveled north from Cush to go see Solomon. Alright? Because this is in the stars. If you go into, man, this is I'm telling you, it's a celestial conversation once again. Because if you go into Cassiopeia, or who you call the Ethiopian queen of the throne, alright, or known as the wife of the Phoenix, what does Cassiopeia revolve around? Polaris, or also known as the North Pole. Alright? Which actually represents the northern polarity of yourself. It's not really the North Pole. It's the north polarity of yourself. Alright? The higher portion of yourself. When you think of this planet, yo, back in the day, I ain't gonna hold you. Back in the day, like when we was learning the lessons of the 5%ers, like we used to have to know in the 1 through 20, we have to know every square inch of the planet. Every square inch, every square mile of the planet. You used to have to know every square mile of the planet. Now you might say, why is that? Why would you know every square mile and every square such and such of the planet? Because every portion that you traveled in a planet, whether you knew it or not, was a portion of yourself. Alright? Think about it. The 24,800 and some miles that the planet is, give or take. Alright? Because the planet, it expands and contracts like a woman expanding and contracting and giving birth. The planet does that. Alright? So the planet has a different size throughout time. Alright? But that coincides with the hours of the day. And the hours are also connected to the elders or hours. Because when they talk about the 24 hours, they actually talk about the 24 elders. Alright? That's all in connection. Alright? So I want to bring y'all to this. Give me about 10 more minutes of your time. Alright? And then I'm going to open it up for questions. If y'all got any questions, just let me know and we'll build. You said the northern polarity or north or pole star is known as Dhruva Maharaja in the Vedic standard. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna say this, brother Corey. Yo, when it comes to the North Pole, a lot of people are connected to the zodiac signs, but for us that are connected to these people called the Tawalu, the turtle people, let me tell you something, bro. We connect up with the 13. You hear me? We connect up. Listen, we connect up with the 13, bro. That's what we connect up with. The 13 moons. Okay? The number 13 is also symbolic of the Messiah. It's also symbolic of the Messiah. Or the mother. Or the mother. The number 13. It represents the mother or the Messiah. Now, let me tell you something else, bro. This right here, yo, this is a totem of our people, this turtle. But the owl is also a totem of our people as well. The owl, the letter M is where they actually got the letter M from the hieroglyphic owl. If you go look at the owl and the M, they are connected. They are graphically connected. The owl and the M, and also phonetically. Because if you go into the hieroglyphics, go look up for the letter M, you will find the owl. And so coincidental, the owl, right, which is the M, they look one and the same. Because the M, when you see the triangle going down of the M, it actually represents the beak of the owl. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all see the triangle going down in the M, it actually represents the beak of the owl. Isn't that some stuff? You know why the letter M is connected to the Messiah or the mother? And it's also connected up with the owl? Because the owl is your stork. This is your ba bird. Your ba. Because ba is also the letter M, which is also the number 13. Because guess what, honey? I'm breaking the code down to y'all. Listen, the code 1 and 3 is 13 is what? B. So when you look at the letter 13 or the letter M, which is the 13th letter of the alphabet, you also see the letter B. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? So somebody said, well, what does the B stand for, Lamel? It can stand for many things. In the beginning, it can stand for a bottom of the sheaf, which the scriptures start off with. The Bible. Also, Bismillah. They all start off with the letter B, which is the second letter of the alphabet. All right? But when you look at it, the letter B or the 13, the number 13, when you rip it apart, is also the letter M, which is connected to the ba bird, which is the owl. The owl is your ba bird. Okay? This is your bird, your nocturnal bird, that the nocturnal bird of prey. All right? That actually brought your soul into this world. It's symbolic of the owl. All right? Yeah, but let me break down today's mathematics real quick. For all the newcomers, all the people in the building, make sure that you email the Messiah Code Movement. I'm going to keep it basic. I'm going to keep it real basic for y'all. Make sure that you email the movement. I'll send you a book. I'll send you some good stuff so you can connect all the thoughts, so you can move at God's speed. I wrote 9 books, all right? 9 books that are connected with how this information flows through me, all right? If you would like a book, I will share a couple with you if you just get on the email list, all right? Now, I also put the Cash App in the comment section. I put the Cash App. You don't have to... Look out for the cookout. Do whatever y'all do. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. Look out for the cookout. I'll send you whatever. I work for the people. I'm just saying it. I work for you. All right? Just real talk. But I'll send you an email. I'll send you a PDF version. You don't even got to send me no money. You don't got to send me nothing. I'm going to just send you one of these books. And the book that I will send you will be the 141. That would be the first book I'll send you. And there's various other books that will connect the thoughts. But the first book I'll probably send you is the 141. Now, the 141 Introduction to Magic and Divination. Everyone needs this book as an instruction manual for the Messiah Code, for certain things that you should be ready for. You should be ready for this information. Now, you got 12 degrees or 12 modes or nodes in this book, which is knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and happiness. These are your 12 nodes of this book. All right? Now, this right here is what we call the body of the Messiah. If I ask you, thank you. Thank you, Brother Todd. I appreciate you, Brother Todd. Thank you. Now, right here is the body of the Messiah. Everyone here is located somewhere on this body. Hear me out. Everyone here is located on this body. If I ask you, what is your birthday? Guess what? Your birthday is going to flow between a 1 and 31 number. So that is the alpha and omega here on this planet. Because 1 would be your alpha and 31 would be your omega, or what we call the delta. Alright? But yeah, each and every one of us are located somewhere on this body of the Messiah. 11. Yo, bro, you are actually a 131, whether you know it or not. Let me explain it. Let me explain it, Brother Corey. Listen, you are a 131, 11, 1. See, we really don't go by the year because we don't know what year it is. We in the Matrix. We don't know what year it is. You know, they messed up. They played with time in order to play with the birth of the Messiah. So you won't know when the Messiah is going to be born. All right? But 7th October, check this out. I got you. 11-1, when I see all 3 ones, I see all 3 ones are 1. So I see 131. The 7th of October, 10-7. That's 10-7. 10-7 actually represents, you got 10 represents the right shoulder of the Messiah, and you got 7 represents the right forearm of the Messiah. All right? And also 10 is what we consider to be a positive number, and 7 is a negative number. And 10 is also known as a neutral prime number, and 7 would be a solar prime number. Let me give you the ticket real quick for everybody on here for the new age. Take notes. If you don't take notes, it's going to go over your Dougie right now. Listen, I'm going to drop some science before I get off. Before I get off, yo, I'm going to drop some science to you real quick, but you're going to need to take notes. You're going to need to take notes. You look, listen. In a new age of what we call information, you just got positive and negative charges. All right? Y'all hear me? Y'all ready for this? Positive and negative charges. Now, also, you got ranks. You don't have zodiac signs. Like in zodiac signs, it massage your personality in a sense, because it made you be like, oh man, you kind of like this, or you kind of like that, or you're like this, or you like that. That's how the zodiac catered to you. But in the new age, it's not like that. I told you, we are in a order. We are in a new age called information. So it's order. Now, you come in ranks. Whatever birthday you came in, or whatever, what we call, it's not a birthday, it's really a log date. When you logged in space and time, that's what it's called, a log date. All right. So your birthday, if I ask you what's your log date actually represents your rank in the new age. Now, everyone here is a prime. Now, what is a prime? A prime represents uniqueness. Uniqueness. 727. 727 is a solar prime supreme. You got a negative and a positive number. All right? The negative number, which be your 7, and your positive number, which be your 27. All right. Now, some people are double positive and double negative. Let me explain that. If you are double positive and double negative, you should get with a person that balances your nature. Like, for instance, like if you had two negative numbers, you should get with a person that has two positive numbers, two positive charges. Y'all hear me out. Y'all ready for this? Wow, you said my B-Day is the devil's birthday. Rose Gold said, my birthday is the devil's birthday. Shout out. You got June 6th as your birthday. You spooking me out. I love you and everything, but I see why you kind of gotta, your character is like that. Not saying that you the devil, but you born on the devil's birthday, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody might massage you and say, oh man, whatever, but sorry, you born on Rosemary's baby's birthday, which so happens to be the devil's birthday. No offense, but you probably logged in that time for a reason. You probably logged in on this planet at June 6th for a reason. And only you know that reason. You said, I'm a radical. Yeah, the devil's birthday. Straight the devil's birthday. No hate. The Holy Trinity Messiah Code Prime. You already know. Check this out. No, look at this. If you want to know, look at this. I'm going to go back to what I said. Get a piece of paper. Get a piece of paper and get a piece of paper for everybody in here. I already broke down the zodiac signs and each and one of the zodiac signs, what they represent. For everybody in here with the new age of what we call Aquarius, if you want to know your rank far as your birthday, I got you. Do not put in the year. We do not know what the year is in the new age of what we call information because we don't go by the year. Every day has a specific codex that is unique to that day. So it's not a year. It can't be repeated. All right? Hear me out. So if you're ready to take notes, I'm going to put it in the comment section for all the people. I'm going to put it in the comment section and I'm going to break it down. Let me see if I can do this real quick. All right, so now we're going to break down all the positive and negative charges. So we're going to go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. All right. Y'all write that down. That's for you. If you want to write it down, that's for you. Those are all your negative charges, yo. Now, you'll know where your birthday falls in. You'll know where your birthday falls in. These are all your negative numbers. Y'all listening? So, these are all your listening. These are all your negative numbers that come before 15. 15 is a neutral number. If your birthday is on the 15th, it's a neutral charge. These are the charges. All right? So no matter if you came in negative or positive, guilty or not guilty, we all still in here. We got charges. All right? So all your positive numbers would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right? And 14. Bang. There y'all go. Boom. Write it down. This is the science. If you want the science, here's the science of the codex. Here's the science. So, all your positive charges before 15, they go in 7. They move in 7. I'm bringing y'all back to the 7. Remember that. Bringing you back to the 7. Okay, so it flows in 7. So the 7 positive numbers, would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Now remember, 15 is a neutral number. All right? 15 is a neutral number. 15 is your neutral number, okay? So you got all your positive numbers. Now, after 15, okay, it switches around. 16, all your even numbers, it flows in 7 again. So it would be 16, because it would 15, 16. These are all your negative numbers again. 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. All right? There you go. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. So that would be 16, 18, 20. These are all your negative numbers on the other side of 15. If you want to know the science of the numbers, y'all, I'm breaking it down for you for the new age called Aquarius. All right? So I broke down all the negative numbers before 15 are what? Are these. All the negative numbers before 15 are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. All the positive numbers before 15 are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. After 15, all the negative numbers are 16, 18, 20. This is, you got to find where your birthday falls at in this. Not me. All right? For everybody, do the science on your own log date. We don't call your birthdays no more. We call them log dates in the new age called information or called Aquarius. Okay? So now you would know that the negative numbers would be, the positive numbers, my fault, would be 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, and 29. All right? There you go. There go all your positive numbers past 15. Now, you need to find where your birthday is on this. These are all your positive numbers. What type of charge your birthday has or your log date has. Now, like I said, if you are double negative, what I would do is try to get with a person that is a double positive so you can even the charges out. So you can even the energy out so you won't short circuit. All right? So now you might ask me, well, what is 30? 30 so happens to be a neutral number. Again, 30 would be a neutral number. And 31 is a special number. 31 would be double positive, double negative. Double negative. $31 would be double positive, double negative. All right? That's the only number that is a double positive and a double negative. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Sister Rose Gold. Messiah Code All-Star. Thank you. All right? So, going back to this body of the Messiah, going back, if you notice, each one of the body, look, I'm a zone in on it a little bit. Sorry. If you see, you got positive and negative charges. if you notice going down and up the body of the Messiah, you got positive and negative charges. Now, this is just one body. It's actually two bodies of the Messiah, which is, you got a manifested body, which is this one, and you have another body, which is called the upgraded body. All right, you have two bodies, but this is the first body I'm going to put you on to. All right, so now I explained to you the positive and negative charges. Hear me out. Now, let me explain the primes. You know your charges. So, as far as getting with certain people or being around certain people, what type of energy you can conduct based upon a person's log date, or what they call a birthday. All right? Now, I'm going to put you on to the primes. Everybody here is a part of the prime system. Prime represents uniqueness or originality. Okay? Everybody here is unique in their own way, in their own degree of manifestation. Now, the idea of what's going on is to wipe away your uniqueness. That is the idea in modern society. Excuse me. It's to wipe away your uniqueness. So I need you to pay attention to that. Creativity is important. Spontaneity is important because it shows that you're not in a loop of sort. All right? That's what they aim to put you in, a loop. All right? Where you are predictable. Okay? But let me bring this back. You are a prime. I need you to embrace your greatness. Yes, you are gods and goddesses. Emperors, empresses, kings, queens. I call you messiahs. All right? But when I say messiahs, I'm also saying primes as well. Because the prime is known as the best version of something. The best possible version of something. All right? But the primes come in four classes, and five being one being hidden, essentially. Okay? But they come in four classes. Okay? So, the first class would be your neutral prime. So anybody that has a birthday that is divisible by 2, you are known as a neutral prime. So if your birthday 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and up to 30, you are known as a neutral prime. You are part of the neutral prime system. Your rank is known as neutral primes. Neutral primes are the protectors. They are also the judges, but they do not judge. All right? They are the people, they are the ones that weigh the universe and protect the universe, protect the weapons as well, and hold the weapons of the universe. The neutral primes. All right? Then you got your lunar prime. Your lunar prime is your 1 and the 9. Now, the lunar prime, 1 and the 9, it's a trick to this, and I'm going to show you this. The lunar primes, their job, the 1 and the 9, all right, is to basically protect the secrets of the universe, to guard the secrets. So, if your birthday falls on a 1 or a 9 in the second beat, all right, you are known as a lunar prime. For instance, if it's 1 on the second beat, all right, you are known as a lunar prime. Okay? Then you got your solar prime. Now your solar primes are the ones to bring hope to the universe. Hope, wishes, and dreams. All right? Also to connect up with friendship as well, and to discover things. Okay? And the solar primes are 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 27, and 29. and also 31. Those are your 11 solar primes. You hear me out? Solar prime. These are the ones to bring ideas, hope, and discover your travelers. All right, of the universe. Now, you got, after your solar prime, you got your vector. You got your vector primes. Now, your vector primes are your 3, 6, and 9. You say 3, 6, and 9. I thought 3 was a solar, and I thought 6 was a neutral, and I thought 9 was a lunar. Let me explain this. Vectors are leaders. They are the ones to they are your trendsetters. These are the ones to set forth leadership. All right? These are the ones that we follow, but leaders have to be not only born, they also have to be taught how to lead as well. It's not just born leaders, natural born leaders. You have to be taught and groomed how to lead as well. So your vectors is, the only way you'll be a vector is if the 3, the 6, or the 9 hits on your first beat. For instance, March, June, or September could be a vector. June, or September are known as your vectors. All right? 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, and 9. All right? That's your vector primes. Now we got the hidden primes. The hidden primes. If your birthday, or what we call your log date, if your birthday or your log date falls on the 15th, the 21st, or the 25th, you are known as the axis prime. The axis prime. You are known as the axis of the primes. And what you are known, you are the home of sort of the primes. You where the primes dwell at. All right? The axis, where the primes go and meet. That's what your number represents. So everyone here, I need to know your rank. Put your rank in the comment section. I'm gonna leave the rest of the broadcast for everybody to state your rank. I want to know what your rank is. In the new age of what we call information, put your rank in the comment section. I need you to be like, for real. Like, for real, I'm 131, Solar Prime Supreme. If you got 2 solars in your number, like for instance, if you got 3, like for instance, you don't have like a March 3, right? You don't have to choose the vector nature, because you don't have to be known as a vector. You can be known as a solar. All right? And your leadership will be recognized. Y'all hear me? Do not put the year in the comment section. We don't know what the year is. I need to know who are the primes. What prime, what rank? You said lunar prime, double negative charge. Okay? That's cool. That's a cool thing. Well-grounded, rooted person. All right? You said 327 Solar Prime Supreme. All right? So, peace, big bro. Van Trail. Shout out to my brother Van Trail. My brother Van Trail. Shout out. Chicago in the building. Chi-Town in the building. Yeah. 810 is actual neutral prime supreme, bro. You actually are a neutral prime supreme. You are supposed to be the protector of the weapons. Like, the weapons can be held. You can hold all the weapons. If we had a chance to give the nuclear bombs to somebody, we can give them to the neutral prime supremes. Because they won't blow everybody up. They will guard the life They will guard all life. All right? And keep all life balanced. So shout out to the Solar Prime Supreme. Put your birthday in the comment section. I need to know your birthday and then put Solar Prime Supreme. So you be like for instance, put your birthday and then shout out it's 1:13 a.m. I am. 1:13 represents the open book of the Messiah. 1:13 represents the open book of the Messiah. So when you put your rank, I need to know, like I might put my rank as 131 Solar Prime Supreme. Let me see your birthday. Like Brother Corey, you would be 11-1 Neutral Prime Supreme. All right? 11-1 Neutral Prime Supreme. You feel me? So Dulcina, you would be Solar Prime Supreme. 7-3 Solar Prime Supreme. Sister Rose Gold will be 6-6 Neutral Prime Supreme. Neutral Prime Supreme. You said double. You said double positive charge. You there going right. Double positive charge. You the fire. Double positive charge. Double positive charge. Shout out. 11. That's right. 11-1 Neutral Prime Supreme. New Age. 11-7-27 Holy Trinity Messiah. Neutral. That's Solar Prime Supreme. That's a Solar Prime Supreme. Ross is 7-10, which is a Solar Neutral Prime. For the people that got a mixed nature, that means you got two jobs. You got two jobs, two concentrations, as opposed to one concentration. All right? Just letting you know. For all the people like Brother Ross Olmec, all right, you said the charge. What are the charges? What are you in for, Todd? What charges are you in for? You got a 7, which is a negative charge, and then you got 27 is a positive charge. Balanced charges. All right. Don't worry about it if you're a double negative. If you're a double negative, that means you get with a double positive number. Like for instance, a double negative connects up with a double positive. Good energy. Alright? But the primes represent your job. Your designated job in the universe. Shout out to the Solar Prime Supreme. 311. Solar Prime Supreme. Shamel. She who embodies the spirit of melanin. Shout out to the Solar Prime Supreme. Now these are ranks. When you came into this new age of information, you all have ranks. All right? It is a chapter in the Quran actually designated for this. It's hold up. It's a chapter in the Quran called the ranks. All right? Which is it's called Asaf, something like that. Asaf represents the ranks, which is chapter 61. That would be chapter 61 of the Quran. All right, but that coincides and that represents the ranks. And this was talking about the ranks. And what's so deep is, I'm gonna bust it even more down. Let me look something up for y'all. If y'all go into Quran chapter 130 verse 1. Now I told you this 131 is everywhere, right? Let me look this up for y'all. I want to show you something real quick. And I want to break something down. Quran 130, right? Verse. I'm going to break y'all brain out open real quick. For all the people that really like this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I want to break it down. It's Quran 130 verse 1. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up. Excuse me. It's called the chapter of the squeezing. And I want to break this down. This is relevant. The chapter of the squeezing, Quran chapter. I'm looking this up real quick. Alright? It's Quran chapter 130. Hopefully I'm not mistaken. It's 130 verse 1. I'm going to pull this up. Excuse me. Thank you for everybody putting something in the comment section. Alright, I got y'all, 1 second. It's called the chapter of the squeezing. I'm gonna find it for y'all. It's a very important verse for this. If you know the chapter, let me know. It might be it's 103 verse 1. I know I wasn't tripping. It's 103 verse 1, Quran. I knew it was a 131. Now watch this. I'm gonna break something down, and I'm gonna show this on the screen for y'all. I'm gonna show this on the screen that's gonna blow your mind. I told you this 131 is deep. This 131, you're gonna find it everywhere. Anytime you see 131, just know that the Messiah is near you. Know that the Messiah is broadcasting. You're gonna say, man, you crazy. Well, I find so many coincidences of the 131. So many coincidences that'll blow your freaking mind. Look. What is the measurements of the Kaaba? I'll show you that. The measurements of the Kaaba is 131. Now the Kaaba actually represents the book. Now I told people this. It's either you are in the matrix or you have been freed from the matrix and you have come into the book. Alright? You have come into the book. Peep game on this. I'm going to make this bigger so y'all can see this. And I told y'all, man. Look at this. Quran, chapter 103, verse 1. And I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull this up for everyone. Real quick. So y'all know I'm not crazy. Yo, it says this. Oh, excuse me. Let me pull this up real quick. Give me a second. Bang. I'm going to pull it up so it's bigger for y'all. Alright, y'all got this? It says this. It says, Wa el Asr. You read it right there. You play the audio. It says, Wa el Asr. Alright? Now, you might say, well, what does El Asr means? Wa El Asr. El Asr. Now, when they translate it, you know what they say? It says, by the passage of time. By the passage of time. Now, I asked everyone, I said, when was you born? Everyone was born between a 1 and 31, right? 103 verse 1. By the passage of time. But it goes even deeper than that. While El Asr represents the squeezing. The squeezing. But El Asr represents Lazarus. Because if you want to say El Asr, alright, it's another name for saying Lazarus. When you say El Asr in Arabic, you also saying Lazarus. Lazarus is known as El Asr. Wa El Asr. Alright? Now, El Asr is also known as, guess who? Asir, Osiris, Asoru, Asar, Aser, Asaru, Asar, Aser. Aser is the same thing. Aser, Asaru, El Aser, El Lazer, El Lazer, El Azer, El Aser. Y'all see what I'm saying? El Aser. Yes. Lazarus. Lasers are us. Do y'all get that? We are Lazarus. Lasers are us. Lasers are us. So when you say El Aser, when they go into the Quran, the 103rd, when they go into the Quran, 103rd chapter, first verse, while El Aser, they talking about the squeezing of time, all right, by the passage of time, but Aser represents the squeezing. Also, when the soul is squeezed from the body. Hear me out. This is also talking about the squeezing. Hear me. Yo, while Al Aser, I'll go look this up and show y'all. It's talking about when the squeezing of the soul is being squeezed from the body. El Aser is also, besides Lazarus, El Aser is also Osiris. And you know what's so deep about this? When you go real deep in it, I broke this down. Every chapter of the Quran is called a what? A surah. Am I right? A surah. A surah. A surah is what? A picture. Because if you look up the same word, surah, you get the same word for picture. They utilize that word surah for picture. So, whether you know it or not, when you read the Quran, it was supposed to be a picture that you placed in your mind that became animated in your heart. You hear me? It became a picture in your mind that you animated in your heart. That's what each surah or each picture represented of the Quran. Every chapter is a picture. Now, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Am I right or wrong? A picture speaks 1,000 words. That's why when somebody reads the Quran or reads any other spiritual book like the Bible, guess what? They can come up with any idea that they want. They can apply it to anything that they want in regards to the maxims and precepts of spirituality. They can apply it to it. All right? Back to the 131, Quran chapter 103, verse 1. Wa el Asr, by the passage of time. If I ask anyone, when was you born? You was born between a 1 and 31 number. Real simple. That means you are placed somewhere on the body of the Messiah. And the Messiah said, yo, you're going to have to get to me to get to the Most High. And that's essentially right. Because if I ask you again, when was you born? You're going to give me one designated portion of the Messiah. You're not going to give me something outside. Now, it's some people here that are part of the anti-Messiah, or what you call the Christ force. Now, when you go into John chapter 141, it talks about this. It talks about how it was a spirit of Christ, or those that follow Christ, and it was a spirit of those that followed the Messiah. Now, those that follow the Messiah, hear me out. Thank you. If you in here, I'm going to say this. If you in here, make sure that you get on the email list. It's real simple. Get on the email list. We'll send you a book. We'll send you some information about the Codex and what the Messiah Code represents. Shout out to everybody coming in. I really appreciate y'all. All right. But going back to this Messiah ordeal, listen, if you part of the Messiah, you got 7 weapons. All right? Y'all know the 7 weapons if y'all part of this Messiah collective. All right? Because like I told you, we're in the age of information, meaning that you have to get information. Formation, get in order. So as you get in order, I place y'all with 7 weapons, because every Messiah gives another Messiah the 7 weapons that was bestowed upon him or her. All right? Now, these 7 weapons that you're placed with is the rod, the staff, the arrow, the bow, the sword, or what you consider to be the scalpel, the lasers, and then you got the hammer. There go your 7 weapons of the Messiah. Now, you might say, well, where's the shield at? You don't get a shield. God is your shield. The universe is your shield. Alright? Real talk. You don't need a shield. You already got your weapons. You already got your armor. You laced up with your armor. You don't need a shield. You wear an armor from head to toe. You don't need a shield. God is your shield. Alright? The universal principle that binds us is your shield. Alright? So moving forward, those are the 7 weapons of the Messiah. Everyone, and let me tell you something. If you are a Messiah, let me give y'all some bad news. Let me give y'all some real bad news. Like, a Messiah is anointed. A lot of y'all think y'all are anointed for, like, just to look greasy or something like that. Y'all are anointed for the preparation of war. Let me tell you that. You are anointed for the preparation of war as a Messiah. That's the bad news I need to tell y'all. You need to know what you're signing up for. Now, how many people seen the new Matrix movie? How many people seen the new Matrix movie? Raise your hand. Say, yes, I did. How many people seen the new Matrix movie? Yes or no? Yes. I'm going to say yes, I seen it. How many people seen the new Matrix movie? How many people seen the new Matrix movie? I haven't. No. You said that's... How many people seen the new Matrix movie? 7 weapons of the Messiah. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. How many people seen the new Matrix movie? You said, no, I haven't seen the movie. I'm not going to give nobody no spoilers. I haven't, not yet. Okay. So the majority of the people haven't seen it yet. That's cool. I'm not going to give you no spoilers. But what I'm going to tell y'all is this. I'm going to tell you some real shit. Neo, I'm going to break this down to you. The Matrix is the womb. It represents provision. Now, to be told what to do, how to think, how to eat, what is your God? This is your Matrix. They tell you about this vaccination stuff. Boom, 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 boom. That is our Matrix. All right? They got all our kids on a video game, locked the freak in. They got everybody locked in the phones, locked in. They don't got no personal time for each other no more, except for this. If you see a bunch of people hanging out, they just hanging out, chilling on their phones. In the Matrix. This is the Matrix. Alright? Now, hear me out. I'm not going to give y'all no spoilers on the movie. But I'm going to give y'all the secret that I need you to know. Before you go in and watch this movie, yo. I'm going to give you the secret. Alright? They give Neo the choice of a red pill and a blue pill. Alright? Now, we don't take the red pill or the blue pill. I'm just telling y'all that. We take the purple pill. All right. And you might say, well, why would we take the purple pill as opposed to the red pill and the blue pill? All right, as messiahs. And guess what? Let me tell you something else. We don't follow the rabbit like Neo followed the rabbit in the movie. We follow the turtle. Because the turtle always wins the race. All right? And we are in the real matrix of life. I need you to know that. So, the red pill represents sacrifice. All right? Where you're willing to sacrifice me or anybody else that is a Messiah that gave you the truth. All right? Now, it's nothing wrong with the color red because it represents many things. They also say it represents your lower chakra. It doesn't just represent your lower chakra as in something bad, your lower nature, no. Your root it represents your root chakra. The red color represents your root chakra, which represents your family tree, your family roots, the color red. So it's nothing wrong with the color red. All right, hear me out. So when it's placed at the root chakra, a lot of people take the root chakra as your bad chakra, and then the highest chakra, which is your purple chakra, being the highest part of your nature. Again, I'm going to break that down. It's nothing wrong with the colors. All right? It has a principle. But they actually take the color and manipulate it to something else. The color red represents sacrifice, where you're willing to sacrifice anybody that gives you the truth. Because in the movie, the red pill represents truth. And anybody that gives you the truth, you're willing to sacrifice them. All right? For money and riches. That's what the red pill represents, y'all. All right? Now, the blue pill represents forgetfulness. So if somebody gives you the truth, what happens is you just want to forget. You want to go back to the waters of your mom and be washed away. All right? To be washed away. So that's what the blue pill would represent. Now, it's a trick with each pill. Each pill, when a person is given these pills, whether the red pill or the blue pill, they are also given amulets of protection. Now, the amulets of protection look like a cross. It looks like a ankh. It looks like a kufi. It looks like a jalabia. It looks like a hijab. It looks like what other righteous things that people be wearing? A crescent. It looks like what other stuff that people be wearing? The reason why it looks like all these trinkets that people be wearing, like ankhs and stuff like that, the reason why the people that took these pills get these trinkets is because if they are wearing them, you will not question their loyalty to the truth. So thus, they will be in disguise and protected from you giving them the truth. All right? So it's not saying you, because you got an ankh on, you took the blue pill or the red pill. No. It's people that are walking around that took the blue pill and the red pill with ankhs on. And if you go to question them, or crosses on, whatever holy spiritual thing, if somebody gave them the truth, they hide within the truth with something to cloak them in reality, so you won't bother them. All right? Hear me out. So, yeah, if you go and ask them about their spirituality, they know nothing about it. Even though they might be wearing a ankh, a kufi, a jalabia, or a freaking hijab, or she might have her hair natural, or he might have dreadlocks, or whatever like that. Unbeknown to you that they took the blue and the red pill. Now it's those that took the purple pill that are in the matrix, yo. The purple pill is this. We don't sacrifice our righteous ones, the messiahs. We don't sacrifice our loved ones. We don't take the red pill and sacrifice our loved ones. We sacrifice ourselves for our loved ones. We don't take the blue pill because we don't forget nothing. We got a memory like an elephant. But one thing we do is forgive. We wash it away. We use the water, the blue, to wash away for forgetfulness, not forgetfulness. So we not forgetting nothing, but we do forgive. So thus we merged the red and the blue principles and became the purple pill. And the pill represents the pillar for which you take, for which you travel. That's what the pill represents. You think the pill, see, the pill was also a holy tablet. Like, a holy tablet. A holy tablet. And then it was sweet in your mouth, but bitter in your stomach. The holy tablet that you took. But the pill also represented a pillar from which you traveled through. And what was above the door was know thyself. Am I right? What was the message above the door? Okay, what protected Moses when that spirit came through and was wiping out everybody? What protected him? Know thyself over the door. Know thyself. All right? So, I'm going to leave everyone with that. And I'm going to say thank you. Any shout outs before I get off? Put it in the comment section. This was an interesting build. Make sure that you get on the email list. I put the Cash App too in there, in the comment section too. No, right there. It's actually right here. You can see the Cash App. But I'll send y'all a book. You don't even got to send me nothing. I'll send you a book anyway. Alright? Shout out to Ross. I appreciate it. Hopefully y'all learned something, yo. Because everybody is giving y'all the same information, yo. Regurgitated, recycled information. And to me, in my sense, they really don't have permission. Because in a sense, everyone is almost like a convert. Like we're converting into something. And instead of being that which we already are. Alright? Messiahs. Okay. Shout out. Any words before I get off? Peace and blessings. Yeah, I look forward for the next live. Thank you for your time, yo. Somebody else put something in the comment section. If you in here, put something in the comment section. I want to hear your truth. I want to hear your truth. Put it in there, yo. I want to hear your truth. You said, nah, they don't have permission. Because if you would put them, imagine if you would put them amongst the Egyptians of the ancient times. They be looking at them like they crazy. Some of the behaviors that we have, if you go into the Egyptians or the Muslims in Muhammad time, they be looking at us like we crazy. We be looking like real outsiders. I'm dead serious. One thing I need to say to this, to y'all before I get off. Let me say this one thing. And take this to the bank. Alright? Listen. I know a lot of people go into the past and start searching for gods and goddesses and start searching for our greatness. But we are great. Alright? You are great. Now you are great. Check this out. We are the ancient gods, and y'all listening to me? And hopefully we clear on here. Nobody get it twisted. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. We are the ancient gods and goddesses that will be worshipped and revered 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and so on years from now. You get what I said? Do I have to repeat that verbatim, by verbatim? We are the ancient gods and goddesses that will be worshipped and revered 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and so many on years from now. We are those people. We are those beings. We are them. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's all I got to say. Make sure you get on the email list, yo. Shout out to the team. Shout out to all the messiahs. Please make sure you get on the email list. I'll send you a book. I'll send you some information on this Messiah Codex. And you can break it down for yourself at God's speed. You can move at God's speed and digest the information. We are cracking, listen. Upgraded technology. Lasers are us. Lasers are us. Lasers are us. Lazarus. We resurrecting the minds and the spirits of the people in this day and time. I need y'all to be preparated for the 90-day water fast, yo. The 90-day water fast, the 90-day water cleansing starts February 1st of the Gregorian calendar. Get y'all asses ready for the water cleansing. Now, if you want to add years to your life, I will participate in a cleanse. It's 90-day water cleanse. I will explain it on another video. I will explain the 90-day water cleanse. This will be the 6th year that we done it. All right. Also, January 1st, I'm going to tell y'all this, starts Messiah Code Season 5. All right. Messiah Code Season 5 will start January 1st. So as you notice, the broadcast is kind of new. It's a different way of the way the broadcast is being broadcasted. Prepare yourself for a different way of interactive study. We are about to cook. In Season 5 of the Messiah Code, listen, Season 5 of the Messiah Code, we're going to be broadcasting. We're going to have a schedule. We're going to broadcast 2 times a week for live broadcast. And also we're going to have 24-hour meditative broadcast that's going to go on every day. So every day, like at nighttime, it's going to be like a deep sleep meditation for everyone. So you can program or reprogram your mind. So for the people of the Messiah Code, of the movement, we're working hard on designing programs for your sleep meditation. So you can learn while you sleep. And you wake up in the morning like, bang, I know Kung Fu. Like, oh man, I know Kung Fu. Like, wow. That's what type of stuff we're working on. Deep sleep meditative audio. All right. Love frequency audio to increase the love that's generated in your heart. And also relationship healing, love energy frequencies. We're going to put out, all right. That's what we're working on in Season 5 of the Messiah Code. I'm just telling you what's to come. January 1st starts Season 5 of the Messiah Code. Okay? So I want everyone to be prepared for a new way of interactive study. A new way of interactive study. Make sure that you get on the email list. You said that's what we need. I'm telling you, it's going to be on the next level. If you see the way the graphics is running right now, you can tell. Nobody is doing it like this. Nobody is doing it like us. I don't mean to toot our horn in a certain way. I don't mean to offend people. They may got crazy numbers, but we on the come up. We on the come up. Best believe this is going to be the best thing smoking. And everybody going to want to hop on this train. Watch when we come up, y'all. For all the messiahs. So stick with the movement. But if you notice, you dealing with a whole nother level of technology and spirituality. The way the broadcast is moving, the way everything is designed, it's totally designed artistically, but for you to learn as well. So look for a new, different way of interactive study in season 5 of the Messiah Code. So season 5 again will start January 1st. Be prepared for that. You can go to the Messiah Code, go and get your interactive audio, your meditative audio for your sleep. All right? And then also we'll be broadcasting 2 times a week for us the lessons. All right? So otherwise than that, I want to say shout out to Todd. Yo, shout out to CC. What's up? Shout out. Shout out to my brother Corey. Thank you. Bakta. I gotta figure out how to say your name. Your first name, bro. Shout out to Dulcinea. Thank you. Peace to my brother. Kedar. The Hebrew Law Group. I'm gonna connect if you want to get up with the Hebrew Law Group as well. They are doing vaccination exemption certificates. If you need a vaccination exemption for your job, I will link you with the Hebrew Law Group. All right, they are a part of the Messiah Code movement. Okay. My brother Kedar, he definitely got a movement of his own, and he's connecting resources. All right, so shout out to the Hebrew Law Group and their movement, what they got going on. All right, definitely it's beautiful. But if you're looking for exemptions for the vaccination, I'll hook y'all up. All right. Now you can't punk out. Don't pay for it and get it done if you're gonna punk out. I'm gonna say that too. Thank you, Kedar. Don't punk out. If you go and get the vaccination exemption from the Hebrew Law Group, I'm gonna say this, real talk. And I'm gonna say this because it's a couple of y'all that I put on to the Hebrew Law Group, and my brother Kedar and the family and his whole movement, they put together a whole package for you. But guess what you did? You punked out. Because you a nurse and they say your job is on the line. You a teacher and they say your job is on the line. Do not punk out. If you want to get shot up, just let them shoot your ass up. If you want to be a guinea pig experiment, then go ahead and get your ass shot up. No offense for anybody else that got the vaccination. But I'm going to keep it real. Like, I don't mean to offend you. Your job is on the line, and look at this. It's up to you to do whatever you want to do with your body. I'm going to say that too as well. But me and whoever that decides that they don't want to take the vaccination, okay, it is what it is. But I broke this shit down. Hear me out, brother Kedar. I broke this shit down. Listen to this. Put the email for the Hebrew Law Group, brother Kedar, in the comment section, please, if you can. For the Hebrew Law Group, can you put the email in the comment section? Let me tell y'all something about this vaccination before I get off. I look at the vaccination, it's like when they offered me drugs. When the dope man offered me a cigarette. When the dope man offered me some weed. Or when the dope man offered me something, a pack to hustle. Guess what? When they offer you drugs, the first pop is always for free. Am I right? Guarantee you can go get a vaccination for free right now. The first pop is for free. Am I right? The first pop is for free. But once you are hooked on the drug, they say, yo, these are for 20. These are for 50s. These are 100s. And you like, what part of the game is that? I thought this was for free. I thought this was all fun and game. Now you got a booster shot you got to take. Another booster. Another booster after the booster. A booster. They got you hooked on crack once again. That's the real stuff that I need you to understand. This is a trick with this stuff. I knew it was a trick the moment they offer it for free. When life is not for free. When somebody offers you something for free, guaranteed you paying for it with your life some sort of way. Ain't nothing for free. Nobody gives you shit for free in this world. Nobody. Am I right? Nobody gives you nothing for free. It is compensation from something or whatever. So I look at these pharmacy is sorcery. Pharmakeia is another word for sorcery. I look at all these pharmakeias as sorcerers. And they say a whole bunch of fucking words that this spell binds you. You start reading the ingredients of the vaccination. It's herbal, the gloxide, evidoxine, and shit like that. You be like, well, I can't even say this word, let alone, I can't even spell this word. Am I right or wrong? It ain't nothing but witchcraft on your mind. Because once they diagnose your ass, they already put the spell on your brain. They already... Go back to Cain. What happened when the fall of Cain? Man, Cain really fell because of his continence. Same shit happens to y'all. They start spellbinding you, telling you all these crazy hypodiloxine and evidoxine, making up crazy words, and then saying that is your diagnosis. And you say, wow. And you start getting sick. And more sick. And more sick. And you start depending upon their drugs. All right? So I'm not a hater. I just had to vent real quick. But listen, link up with the Hebrew Law Group, yo. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna plug somebody right now. I'm gonna plug somebody that really is about revolution. I'm gonna plug somebody that's about revolution. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna say that before I get up. Shout out to Kyrie Irving. Shout out. Because even though people look at it as a political move, it's actually a statement. Whether you know it or not. That move with Kyrie is a statement. Real talk. That move with Kyrie is a statement, yo. But he's involved with the NBA. He's already property anyway. Just keep it real. He's obligated with a contract. So that's here nor there. But I'm going to say this. For all the people that's seeking redemption of some sort. Seeking protection for your children. Because guess what? 12-year-old babies have to sign up. According to Washington, D.C. and across the nation, it's about to hit, knock at your door, honey. Shout out to the Hebrew Law Group and the revolution. Shout out to the revolution. Because a lot of y'all scared money. A lot of people scared money, for real. I don't mean to offend y'all, but it's a couple people that got the package from the Hebrew Law Group. And then they punked out. You know who you are. You punked out. You said, well, I'm going to go on and take it. Nobody's forcing me to do shit. Nobody forcing me to do nothing, yo. Nothing. And you shouldn't, nobody shouldn't force you. That's rape. That's a form of rape. Am I right? It's a form of rape, yo. You forcing me to put something inside my body. It sounds like rape to me. Oh, I gotta take this inside, put this inside my body. But they give you a choice though, right? Or not. But to me it sounds like rape. And I don't mean to offend certain people that got the vaccination, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But I didn't mean to get off in a tangent. But link up with the Hebrew Law Group. For everybody. And keep it basic. For anybody. Every and anybody. For your children. They're about to start hitting y'all children up. You think your children's safe? You better get a religious exemption. Am I right? You better get some form of religion. You said it's coercion. You damn right it is. You better get a religious form of exemption, yo. And you better know who you are. Thank you, Brother Corey. I ain't mean to smack people up, yo. People get offended. People get offended. I told y'all, listen, the worst thing about it for everybody on food stamps, the bad news is they going to tell you if you want these food stamps, you know what you're going to have to do. You want these food stamps, right? You know what you're going to have to do, right? That's the fucked up part that's going to hit home base. It's like it went to the jobs. It went to the schools. It's spreading like wildfire. The next thing they're going to tell y'all is welfare is farewell. Because if you don't get this vaccination, we taking your food stamps. Am I right? Yeah, I know. It's going to get real serious. It's going to get real serious. Protect your family, man. Protect your children. Protect your neck like the Wu-Tang song. Imagine what they doing in Africa. You right. That's it, man. You know, it's a shame that they using 12-year-olds for a guinea pig experiment. And people signing their children over. Giving their children away to Babylon. Giving your damn children away to Babylon. I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but this is real, yo. It ain't gonna be real to you until it gets real serious. When they cut your food stamps off, they tell you gotta get a job, you working this job, you getting this shot. Or you standing up for what you truly trust in. Or what you represent. Stop playing the game, man. And we want to stop playing the game. 2022, I want y'all to become the new you. And the 22nd letter of the alphabet stands for fucking victory. Stands for V for victory. And it ain't really a secret. I'm telling you that. right now. I need y'all to step up to the plate. Real talk. That's all I gotta say, man. Link up with the Hebrew Law Group. You know what I'm saying? If you are concerned about your situation, which everybody should have one. Everybody should have one of these. Everybody should have paperwork on hand to serve somebody. To serve somebody's ass. You should have some paperwork loaded up. Bow! So when they tell your ass or tell your children, you gotta take any shot. Because they making up crazy variants now. Omnicron. Shit, they pulling shit out of the Transformer movie, Omnicron. I remember his ass. He came out of the earth. Remember that, Omnicron? His ass came out of the fucking earth and shit. Destroyed the fucking planet. I'm like, damn, they brought Omnicron and shit. They made it a coronavirus. They making shit up. But when they come knocking on your door like a damn Nazi experiment, you better be ready to serve their ass some damn paperwork. And stand on your freaking square. Stand on your square. You say what you want. Shout out to the real revolutionaries. Peace to all the messiahs. You know who you are. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to the Hebrew Law Group, man. Shout out to the Hebrew Law Group, man. Real talk. Real revolutionaries, man. Shout out to Rose Gold. Real revolutionary. Shout out to Ty Randolph. Real revolutionary. Shout out to my brother Corey Singleton. Real revolutionary. Shout out to Jasmine. Real revolutionary. Shout out to Brittany. Shout out. Real revolutionaries. Shout out to Thea Lamel. Real revolutionary. Shout out to Tamia. Real revolutionary. Shout out to my brother Kedar. Real revolutionary. Who else in here? That Dulcinea. Shout out to Sister Dulcinea. Shout out to Brother Reginald. Real revolutionary. Shout out to Sister Alonzo. Real revolutionary. McQueen. Real revolutionary. Shout out to Ross Olmec. You know who you are. Real revolutionary. You already know, man. Shout out to real revolutionaries, man. Shout out. So, thank you. Thank you to the family. Thank you for your time. It's precious. I know it is what it is, man. Thank you for y'all time. That's all I want to say before I get off. Thank you for y'all time. Make sure that y'all link up with the Hebrew Law Group. Like I said, if y'all are really concerned, you know what I mean? It's other people that are doing things like this. But if you need some help as far as the vaccination exemptions, please link up with the Hebrew Law Group. I put their email in the comment section. Okay? But otherwise than that, I love y'all. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to the family. 747, y'all. That means God is good. Alright? God is good 24/7. You already know. Cool. Shout out to Sister Tamia. Thank you, Ayana. Thank you. Thank you, Ayana. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, my queen. Cool.